Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in wa ba'd. So this this is a long drawn, like a long-waited abandoned sunnah. So I haven't forgotten this, but it's just been busy and I'm doing a lot of writing. And once I get into that zone of doing something, and forget it, and then nothing else matters. Allahumma musta'an. But so inshallah we're going to continue, and from reading from Sahih Bukhari, inshallah, with the abandoned sunnahs. So the last one, I mean, it's been so long I can't even remember what the last one was, but inshallah khalas, we'll continue from hadith number 636. Today inshallah we're going to be focusing on the sunnah of when you're walking to the salat, to walk in a very tranquil and peaceful manner and not to be in a hurry, because a lot of, especially overseas, you see with a lot of people, because you can hear the salat going on. I think they stopped doing that now, if I'm not mistaken, in Saudi. When I was there, they stopped it, but I'm not sure. I know they, but for all the time that I was in Saudi, up until like towards the end, they were doing that, where you could hear the salat, so you could hear the imam reciting, so like, oh my God, he's about to go into the ruku'. You know what I'm saying? Or he's, so you see the people, they start running, and they're trying to run, and they're trying to catch that first rak'ah, because they don't want to repeat anything. And of course, this is not from the sunnah, and of course, this is contrary to the commands of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as we're going to see in the hadith in al-Bukhari. But the whole point is that the person, he goes there, and he goes in a very, you're not trying to be lackadaisical and walking lazily, but at the same time you walk at a normal pace and you get to the masjid, so that way you're not breathing heavy, huffing and puffing when you get into the salat, sweat coming off your brow because it's like 120 degrees outside, in Saudi Arabia, so yeah, Allahumma musta'an. And then I mean how many other things could happen? You could be trying to run to catch the salat, a car pulls out in front of you and hits you, all because you were just in a hurry, and let's say that you were to die, and the car hit you in such a way that it caused you to die. You died on the disobedience of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You died doing something, in disobedience, and contrary to what he told you to do. So, Allahumma musta'an. It's not a good death. It's not a major sin, so it's not, inshallah, the person who gets, he's tahta al-mashiyah, anybody that dies, we're all, it's up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If he wants to forgive us, he forgives us, so, but Allah musta'an. Still, that's not a good way to go. So, the hadith, like I said, is the hadith number 636. It's in Bab, لا يسعى إلى الصلاة وليأتي بالسكينة والوقار وقال ما أدركتم فصلوا وما فاتكم فأتموا قاله أبو قتادة عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. So he said that this is the chapter لا يسعى, and يسعى, it means obviously to walk quickly and swiftly. According to fiqh al-lugha, the sa'yun is the actual standard walking of the man, because that's the way that a man is supposed to walk, in a general sense, that a man is supposed to walk with purpose, with in yas'a. So you see the majority of the time that you see that the word sa'yun is used for the man, and that the word meshi is used for the women. But meshi can be used for the man also, as we're going to see. So a man does have a form of meshi, but the word sa'yun is that you're moving, and you're moving with a purpose and with determination, and you're moving quickly to try to get to whatever it is that you're trying to get to. So if you do that and you're too quickly, obviously you get to the salat, you might, like I said, you might be huffing and puffing, and you can also disturb the people next to you. So he said, and he said, وَمَا أَدْرَكْتُمْ, whatever you've caught from the salat, فَصَلُّوا, whatever you caught, then you finish, you pray. وَمَا فَاتَكُمْ فَأَتِمُّوا, and whatever has passed you by, then you complete it, you stand up and complete it. So there's no point in being in a rush. You still get your salat, inshallah, but whatever you catch, and whatever you missed, you make it up. So the hadith is, حدثنا آدم قال حدثنا ابن أبي ذئب قال حدثنا زهري عن سعيد بن المسيب عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وعن زهري وعن أبي سلمة عن أبي هريرة أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال إذا سمعتم الإقامة famshu ila salati. So here he said, if you hear the iqama, famshu ila salat. So he didn't say fas'au ila salat. He said famshu. So obviously, like I said, the meshi, the word meshi, which is to walk in a very calm manner. You know, where the sa'yun is to walk in a very determined, quick manner. So he said, إذا سمعتم الإقامة فامشوا إلى الصلاة وعليكم بالسكينة والوقار. So you walk in a very tranquil, peaceful manner, and you're not trying to you're not aggressive and pushy in the way that you're moving, and so you just walk like a normal person, so this way that you can get to the salat, and you can go into the salat and you can start and you have this type of khushu'. You can't have khushu' if you're breathing heavily, trying to catch your breath and wiping sweat from your brow, and it's very difficult to focus on the salat at that time. And he said, وَلَا تُسْرِعُوا, and don't be in a hurry. وَلَا تُسْرِعُوا فَمَا أَدْرَكْتُمْ فَصَلُّوا, and whatever you catch, فَصَلُّوا, and then pray it. Pray whatever you caught. وَمَا فَاتَكُمْ فَأَتِمُّوا, and وَمَا فَاتَكُمْ, whatever has passed you by, فَأَتِمُّوا, then complete it. Then you can go ahead and complete it. This hadith is also in Sahih Muslim and the Musnad of Imam Ahmed. So it's a very, very simple issue. And we don't with a lot of people and I can't say that you see this or you don't see this in America. Maybe different communities will say different things, but especially with America, the way that things are so spread out, you don't really see this so much. But people might have in their mind like, oh my God, I'm going to miss a lot, and they're driving quickly. Whereas it might not be a walking issue, because obviously, like overseas, when you're living in Yemen, you live in Saudi, you live in Misr, or wherever you live in a Muslim country, you generally have a masjid within walking distance of your house. So you see the people just running and running and running, trying to catch the salat. Here you might catch people like they're late for Jumu'ah, so they're like, oh, I gotta hurry up, and he's driving fast, and he could put himself in danger, put the people in the car with him in danger, and put other people in the danger, because he's trying to be in a hurry. One of the biggest times for accidents in Muslim countries, believe it or not, is Ramadan. And anybody who's lived in any Muslim country for any period of time, especially in Ramadan, you don't want to be out on the streets between Asr and Maghrib. And especially the closer it gets to Maghrib, being out on the streets is like, you just want to die. You want to die because the people, they go so fast, especially in Saudi, where you have like the different highways and stuff like that. And Yemen, they do the same thing, but Yemen, they don't have Yemen, back in those days, they didn't have like the powerful type of cars that the Saudis have. So you get dudes going 100 and something miles per hour, just trying to catch, why? Because he wants to do iftar. And people die all the time. All the time, people die. Right there, at that time of like al-iftar. It's one of the most dangerous times to be out on the road. And not just for, obviously not even for just Allah Musta'an. Not even just for cars. Even for like people, because people themselves, they get very aggressive as they're getting closer to breaking their fast. So it's better just to be at home. But also, you see this type of behavior with the running a lot. You see this with the regular salawat. But with the aggressive, dangerous behavior, you see that a lot in Ramadan, trying to catch the iftar. And in all these types of regards, look, if you really want to make something, you always leave early, plan early. Leave, you know what time salat comes in. There's no point in trying to, wait for the last moment. The last moment to go to the bathroom or to do all the things that you need to do. It's understandable if something comes up, for example, you're trying to get out the house, and right as you're about to walk out the door, you're like, oh my God, my stomach, something like that. It happens. Allah Musta'an. But other than that, you know what time the salat is, and you should be prepared for that. You should be getting ready for that. And so there's no sense in you're waiting to the last second to make wudu. And then you hear the iqama, and now you're trying to rush out because you don't want to. You're so lazy that you don't want to have to stand up and repeat a rak'ah. So you want to catch the imam and ruku'. No, just go with sakina. Whatever you catch, you catch. Whatever you don't catch, you make up. It's a very simple equation. This is obedience to the Messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this is the best way that we can get everything that we should get out of the salat, inshallah. Wa ilahana subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.